It's a rush against time. The cabinet met for the third time this week on a Saturday, the first time ever, clearly pointed to the urgency of the matter. And so it approved all bills, save for the Public Financial Management Bill, which it expects to scrutinize on Monday. Also, a day of its weekly meetings held on Thursdays.
It is also historic. This shows the commitment of the President and of all of us in ensuring that we comply with the requirements of the new Constitution. We have to fast-track those pieces of legislation.
But now a daunting task awaits Parliament, which has a total of 19 bills to enact into law by close of business Thursday next week. It's evident that this may not be possible to achieve, considering that Parliament has only 4 sittings to complete this job.
When we meet at the House Business Committee level on Tuesday, I'm sure we're going to have to look at how we can stretch the sitting hours. We may have to borrow this example from Cabinet, and instead of sitting only on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, which counts for 2 days, and Thursdays, maybe sit right through Saturday in order to be able to beat the deadline.
Still, the August 26th deadline is likely to pass before half the work is done. In the event this happens, then Parliament may seek to invoke Article 261, Section 2 and 3 of the Constitution to allow for extension of time to pass the remaining pieces of legislation.
Because it is not written on stone. This is a fact. We'll do what is reasonably possible. And if we find we have to overshoot, then I'm sure the country will have to understand. And there's also a procedure within the Constitution itself, which, like 2/3 majority of Parliament saying, let's extend this deadline, we can.
The danger of enacting laws with loopholes due to limitations of time is a major concern, which is why an extension may be necessary to give the legislators ample time to deliberate on the bills. The 4 bills approved by Cabinet today are the Urban Areas and Cities Bill, the Environment and Land Court Bill, the Kenya Citizens and Foreign Nationals Bill, and the Citizenship and Immigration Bill. The Cabinet also sought to correct the impression that it was planning to amend the clause that states that all elective and appointive bodies must not draw more than 2/3 of their membership from either gender, an issue that has since raised uproar from a section of women parliamentarians and non-governmental organizations.
Hiyo ni kitu ambayo baraza ya mawaziri imeunga mkono. Yale ambayo yanafanyika ni kutafuta njia ya kutekeleza hayo maneno.
Besides the pending bills, there is still another cause for concern. Several constitutional offices which are supposed to have been filled by next week remain in limbo. Key among them is the Attorney General's office. Current AG Amos Wako's term ends next week, and it had been expected that his successor would have been named by the end of this week. That did not happen. Other constitutional office holders who are yet to be appointed include the Inspector General of Police, the Controller of Budget, and the Auditor General. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.